I'm back. How's everyone doing?
Okay. You want one? Go. Minutes. One man will fall. There you go. People's head.
And if you want more, we have a booth for all this. And like, don't hurt yourself, please. No, I'm so sorry. I just thought I'd never do that again.
Yeah, all the glasses completely gone. Broken forever. Broken forever.
And we want stuff so we
Can't spell. Okay, there we go. All right, this is the Dune booth, by the way, guys. This is where we are. We're right next to some other places as well. Oh, Dune Awakening is on the big screen, actually. Panda rated us? Wait, I didn't see. Oh my God, thank you. Oh, hello.
if you guys don't get anything,
Did I get rated?
you see the presentations, you'll get a swag bag. We have hats, we have water bottles.
Thank you so much for the raid. Can we get a shout out for Fandy? Did we get a shout out? I think it was Brian. Yeah, no, I heard she was sleeping, right? Thank you, Brian. Thank you to Brian. She did get shout out? Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys are following Fandy. She's also a WoW streamer. How is the sound, by the way? I cannot hear myself. I can't hear anything.
That's my last.
I just woke up. Did Fandy hit 80? I don't know. Did she hit 80? I have no idea.
What, this? Oh, yeah, exactly. You can
But yeah, so we're getting ready to... Yeah, I cannot hear anything. But yeah, I did see the Zalatat cosplay. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Probably using phone mic, right? No. Am I using phone mic? I don't think so. I'm just like shouting because I feel like I can't hear anything. You know what I mean? But correct mic, yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. It's really loud. Like I said, I can't hear myself. That's how loud it is here. I can't hear myself. So I'm like shouting. Let's see. Yeah, I think after this we'll go back to PC, and then I might have to reconsider, or I might have to consider trying to go to a pharmacy. Okay, there we go. Gone now? Wait, what's gone? Oh, I got a static. Whoops. But it's gone now, yeah? That's good. I think I'm getting a PC very soon. Wait, do I have my commands done? Wait. I don't know if I fixed my commands for Dune. I don't think I did. Hi, what's up? Hello. I think we'll do... Okay, I'll do when I sit down. It's an old one? Yeah, I'll fix it when I sit down on the PC. I think I have like half an hour before the show starts, so it should be good. We'll fix a new one. Okay. Maybe now we can go in. Let's see. It's a bit dark in here. But yeah, this is where I lost my earbuds, by the way. I lost it here somewhere. Hi.
Do you have an appointment?
In the streaming room.
Ah, the stream.
Is someone there now, or is it empty?
They just left.
They left?
1 minute ago.
Oh, so maybe I can go?
I'll have to ride.
I'm not sure where
There's a guy
Tomek.
named Tomek.
Yeah.
I'll look around.
Okay, thank you. She's in, yeah, it's dark though, so we can't really see anything. Cool cosplays, look at this. It's a bit dark, maybe we can't see. Oh no, this camera sees well. Got some cosplays. Is that a Destiny character? I'm not sure. I think it might be Dune since they're here, right? I don't know though. Is that Destiny?
How are you, Megan? You good? Okay. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
can,
my
but
front camera is a little bit dark.
so
It was definitely Destiny, yeah? Okay. I trust chat. I trust chat.
I think it's a door. Yeah, there's a security guard there.
I think we're just waiting, looking for Tomek. He was the guy who was setting up my room.
If it's warm outside, it's
And then we can go into the room and get ready. Hi. Is it okay to go now?
Oh, we're going there.
Yeah. Can I just can I bring one friend with me to take a picture of me? Of course. Okay, awesome. Irv, do you want to come in for just a moment to help me take a picture?
Sure.
Okay. I'll see you soon. Wait, where did he go?
Aber hier zu meiner Seite habe ich Mario. Mario ist Associate Art Director at Funcom. Und ich bin Natascha. Ich bin globale Senior PR Manager at Funcom. Also noch eine kleine
Spooky little place. There's like a presentation going on here.
Beta bin. Das heißt, der ist noch nicht.
Look at that. That's cool, isn't it? And this is my streaming setup. This is where we're going to be streaming. Or this is where we are streaming. I'll put you guys on the table for now, and then we will set things up. Let me fix this. Actually, yeah, I think here would be good. There we go. That's soundproof. It's pretty good, right? Because it's a lot less sound now than before.
We try to keep it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, no, ventilation as well. That's true too. It's very like fresh air here. So that's nice. Yeah, the buttons. Is it from yesterday? Here? Is it the same things as yesterday?
It's the same thing. And you also have a super view. So cam 1, cam 2. That's the cam from behind the audience.
Yeah.
Cam 4 is the direct feed.
Yeah.
And then on this one, we have the super view. So you have the presentation with your cam over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Is it possible to change my? Yeah, I'm gonna move it.
Yeah.
Is it possible to change this camera?
The size of it?
Yes.
Yes. If you go here, to the red one.
Here?
Yeah. And then on the camera setting, yeah, you want to make it smaller.
Cam 2?
This is the size, you see.
Oh, this is the size? Okay.
Yeah.
I was hoping to crop it actually. So can I crop it with this?
I think so, yeah. Just
Try it.
Yeah.
So crop from the right.
You can see it here as well.
I'm not sure if it works. I don't think the crop works.
It doesn't.
I put 0.5. maybe I need higher numbers. No, 1 is max, and
Yeah.
because I was hoping to make the camera a little bit bigger, and then so we don't need this extra.
Right, I gotcha.
Can you drop in OBS though, as well?
I don't think so because it's a super view. But
Yeah, no, it doesn't work in OBS.
yeah, it's okay. I'll call our expert, try to find him.
Okay.
Help us.
Okay, awesome. In the meantime, I'll set up
Yeah.
my OBS stuff to make sure we're streaming to the correct page. All right, let me do my OBS things. Custom. Okay, let's put our stuff. Where's the URL?
We're wondering if you can help us crop
Here we go.
the camera in the super view. Thank you.
One.
Extra chairs. It's so busy everywhere. I ran to the business area to get some water and walk with some friends and sit down.
Yeah.
Question mark. Is it this one?
You
Yes.
also get some water.
No,
You have water?
I have water. I'm just gonna take a picture and then I'll leave it later.
Okay. If you want, you can stick around. I don't know.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I'm so much
Perfect.
fine. I would get too curious to watch that.
Okay. I think this should be good.
It's already on.
Sprache. I can change to English.
Yeah. Released it
Okay.
on Wednesday evening after the premiere.
Sure.
So you can check it out online.
Okay. All right. I guess what we could do is I could keep my mobile stream running maybe at the same time, and then Morn could take my mobile stream as my camera. But it might be too messy. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe too complicated. Maybe that's too complicated. But yeah, let's get a picture. Let's see. Let me remove this. Where would be a good place for a picture? Yeah, maybe just sitting here is fine.
You want the setup? You probably already took pictures with the worm.
I did not actually. That could have been a good picture.
You want?
Yeah, do we do that? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the worm. Okay, let's do that real quick. That's a good idea. Oh.
So you guys go and take a
Rucksäcke,
picture.
die viel brauchen, um in der Wüste zu
Be
überleben.
quiet, chat.
Und der Spieler kriegt jetzt auch dieses Fremdgetier, das ihm dann quasi als Inventar dient.
Woo!
Nehmen wir
I almost fell. Okay. A real sandworm? Yes, of course, a real sandworm. Here. This is a great idea, actually. Very good idea.
Das war Janas Rakete. Großer Applaus. Yeah. Klasse. Ja.
Just gonna go find some cosplayers as well named higher.
You are?
Dafür, dass ihr die erste mitgebracht habt. Oh, das darf die natürlich.
With the whole worm or?
Okay, you can do a combination. Try different things.
Wie gesagt, schon so viele Dinge gemacht. Einer ist total traurig, das ist der Vincent. Der Vincent, der ist dieses Jahr noch nicht hier vor Ort. Und ja, Vincent, das ist ein Mann wie ein Baum. Ne? Dann ist so einer, da weißt du, das ist der Fels in der Brandung. Wenn ein Tsunami kommt, dann hältst du dich an Vincent fest und alles ist gut. Ja? Aber der ist dieses Jahr nicht da und der hat uns das Thema Gülle näher gebracht. Also, was wär ein Landwirtschaftssimulator auch ohne das Thema Gülle? Und was haben wir schön gesungen und er ist nicht dabei und vielleicht hört er jetzt aus der Ferne zu, wenn wir gemeinsam singen. Gülle, 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 Tete.
Take some of these.
Wer Hüte singt ihr mit? Moment, also nochmal. Wer will Hüte? Wer möchte einen? Rechter Arm, linker Arm. Vincent.
I think this is great. Yeah, thank you. By the way, in case you're wondering, I'm posing in front of all these people. Not awkward at all. Okay, let's go. Sorry, what?
It's not loud at all.
No, it's not loud either. This is the picture. Pretty good, right? Okay, let's go back now. Okay, let's go back in. Oh, I think...
Do you need anything else?
Oh, I think I'm actually okay. You are allowed to hang out if you wanted to. Otherwise...
A little bit would be nice. I need to sit for a bit.
Sure.
You managed to get something?
Yes. Got this one. Okay, chat, it's time to...
Es wird dann bloß ein Drittel, also zu maximal einem Drittel euer Wasserreservoir hier mit diesen Pflanzen. Ihr müsst dann halt andere Möglichkeiten finden, um an Wasser zu kommen. Unser Spiel ist in einer Alternative.
All right, we are back. Was the technician here?
Yes. And it's the setting, but we were putting too small values.
Sorry?
We were putting values that were too small.
Does it work now?
Yeah.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So
What kind of values are we supposed to put?
like
I have a scene for both if you wanted.
and then like see?
Okay, yeah, I see. So 10? Oh. Oh, that works. Okay.
And then you'll have a developer join you for the interview.
Then we make it bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And this, I can change this size too. Okay. All right. I think it should be good. Because another option is my friend at home can use this as my camera and put it on top.
I think that works. But
I'll take a
up to you.
I'll take a quick look.
Yeah. Oh, we have time. We have like you can easily start in even 30 minutes.
Okay, nice. We are so on time, guys. We are not late at all. So that's good. Oh, actually, yeah, if I do stream from OBS and stream from phone at the same time, maybe sound would be delayed. So maybe we don't want to do that. There might be different delays. Okay, so let's see.
Just the presentation.
Whoa. 0.6. It's 5. 3. Crop this part. And do this one. Okay, the place where my earbuds got lost, where was it?
Here.
It was in this room.
Yeah.
Really?
They were sitting there in the corner, and you can see there's a hole that falls through underneath the booth. So
Oh my God! Look at my luck, guys. Apparently
I really went blind.
my AirPods they were in this room. You know, because I found the case, or not I found, but Tomek found for me the case and the left earbud, and he found it right here. And you know what's here? This is a hole that goes under the entire booth.
I can see the earbuds right now.
So
You'll go blind from the
yeah. So they may need to wait until Sunday when they build everything down or take everything down before they can find it.
You have to delay the trip with 1 day.
Yeah.
Sounds to your agent. That's fine.
That's funny though. Okay, let's go. We fix this camera here as well. 7. fixed it. I think I fixed my sizes. I think my camera is more vibrant. So I don't know, maybe we stick to mine. But I think both works. Both works. But yeah, we have lots of time now, right? So we can just hang out. All right. But yeah, I have a whole studio here, by the way. I feel like a professional studio person with what's going on here. Look at all this stuff. Like the 10 monitors and all that stuff.
Yeah, as you can see, these are the mute buttons, so everything is unmuted right now. You have two headsets, one is for you, one is for the dev.
Yeah,
They're
perfect.
nicely marked today, so you know which one is which one.
Okay, yeah.
So same, you have the control on them,
Yeah.
mics on them.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be perfect.
These are the mics of the presenters as
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I think the most important thing to remember, and I'll be here with you too, but we'll meet down the presenters when the developers
When the
stop
Q&A start.
over
Yeah.
your screen,
Yeah.
so you don't catch them.
Yeah. Is there a charger here somewhere?
Charger. I have a power bank.
Yeah? Okay, yeah, that would be great. I just noticed this phone is a bit low. Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Perfect. But yeah, this is what happens when you... I have... my power bank died yesterday, and I have cables, but I don't have the one that goes in the wall.
Check it's charging.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have the socket into the wall, so I couldn't charge anything overnight.
Oh wow.
So everything is like real low. I'm just like scavenging power banks.
Okay. Well, you have 1 hour 40 minutes to charge.
Yeah, that's perfect. I think that's gonna be great. That's gonna be great. Let's test the PC stream, guys. So I'll be right back, and let's check things. Let's check sound and all that stuff. Woo. And then we can always swap between the two. No worries. And oh yeah, Morin mentioned it's bad bitrate today. Indeed, I was not using my second internet, so let me fix that too. I'm gonna hotspot to the other phone, and then we should have some better bitrate. Oh, and we need to post the tweet as well. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I'm connected to 2 now. So that should improve bitrate. But yeah, let's try the PC stream. Testing. I don't see any mic movement. So in OBS, I don't see any green for mic. Is it muted? Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I see that. All right. Okay. So it's microphone.
The mics are here.
Ah, okay.
So you have
Yeah.
headset 2 right now, and when the devs come in,
Then this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
mic
And then
3
this
you
is the
don't-
presentation.
Yeah, this is the mics from the presenters.
Yeah. Oh, just one, or do they have 2?
There's 2.
Ah, okay. Let's do this then for now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm a professional
Have
production
English
person.
presentation, not
Yes.
German.
Yeah. Yeah. We heard it in German. We are not watching the German one.
Das ist das.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna switch off the mobile stream real quick. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. In the meantime, we can also let's see. Works? Seamless? Yeah? Is the volume and stuff okay? Yeah, the camera is a little bit darker, the one in the booth. Because it's a different camera style. I see what you're saying with vibrance. Yeah. The phone is like really, really high vibrance. Something else I should try is probably my other phone to compare the video quality with each other. I don't know if you want to hear the video. Nah, not needed. Because it's in German. Wait, do you hear the video itself? No, right? I think it's...
Verweilen, das heißt, ihr könnt
There.
auch rausgehen und in der Zeit irgendwas anderes machen. Und die Maschine
Yeah.
mal arbeitet.
Oh, there was another one. Okay. All right. Presentation as well. Okay. There was a button for the presentation too. Yeah. Oh yeah. We can go back to regular one. Or wait, can we? I think like this. Yeah. Here you see the professional setup. You see Irv in the corner. And you see my phone. I'm assuming this microphone is maybe better than my IRL stream, or what do you think? Yeah, we're powdering so we can be a little bit less shiny. This is literally a DJ. Yeah, this is insane. We also have this. That's how the presentation looks in front of me. So it's yeah, it's pretty cool. Mic is much better on this setup? Yeah, I thought so. Because they have a proper sound setup here. So it's pretty good. Spoiler? Alright, I think we're good now. In terms of applying powder. Not so shiny anymore. Or not as shiny. Categories, wow. Oh, yeah, we need to probably switch to, well, let me go back to my phone stream for now. I think in around, let's see, in around 5 minutes, we'll swap to Dune. I need to make sure that I got my titles and commands and stuff working. All right, did that work? Can you guys hear me? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna fix things here now. Make sure we got commands. Let's take a look. And post my tweet as well. The color of their camp fits with the theme of Dune and color Tuesdays. Yeah, that's actually true. That's true. Here. Okay. Where is my picture? Hi. Oh, is that special merch? Thank you. Let's open this as well. Let's open that after I've done my tweet. Good idea. Good idea. Let's take a look at this. Okay. Save. Yeah, this is a cool picture actually. Oh, it seems like it's not charging anymore. Okay, now it's charging. Okay, I think this is the one. Share on Twitter. About to watch some, what do we call it? I'm at the Dune. What would I call this? Like a presentation?
So it's extended gameplay reveal.
Extended gameplay reveal. That sounds fancy. Okay, extended gameplay reveal. Okay, and the booth is called the Dune Awakening booth?
Dune Awakening. We have the hashtag Dune Awakening GC, like Gamescom.
Hashtag Dune Awakening GC. Perfect. I'm at the Dune Awakening booth, about to check out the extended gameplay reveal. Join me on stream. Is there anything else that you want me to mention? Or are we good? Hashtag ad. Important, so we don't get fired.
Whoa. I'm not fired.
It's like get sued. Nah, I get fired. I'm at the Dune Awakening booth, about to check out the extended gameplay reveal. I think this is good. What's the official account as well?
At Dune Awakening. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Post. We did it. What phone is that? This is a Pixel. It's a Pixel 7? Is it a Pixel 7 or Pixel 7? Pixel 8? I'm not sure. Might be, I think it might be a 7. Okay, there we go. All right. All right, there we go. I think that's good. Whoops. All right, nice. I think we're good. That's a great pic with the samurai. Yeah, check out my Twitter if you want to see the picture. Very nice picture taken by Irv. Thank you, Irv. And I think this is a good time to, it keeps dying.
I don't know why. Maybe you can just start charging off the PC.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Oh yeah.
The plugins are there on the front panel.
Up?
To the right.
Oh yeah, here. It's pretty hidden. That should be good.
Charging now.
Thank you. All right, good stuff. Everything is so much more like difficult when you're not at home because you're doing everything on the little phone, but normally you do it on like the browser, like the computer. There we go. All right.
Back in a minute.
Sorry?
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, the presentation starts at
full hour.
At the full hour. Okay, all right, guys, we have 28 minutes to just hang out. Thank you to Dune Awakening for sponsoring us. We can officially change the category to Dune Awakening if we have a mod around. If we don't, let me know and I'll fix it on my end. But yeah, we're here to basically just hang out and chill and watch a presentation that starts in half an hour. It's an extended gameplay reveal is the official wording of what it is. You know how I am. People who are like, you're such a man of words, right? I'm like the opposite. I don't have words. I just say like, yeah, I'm doing the thing. I'm watching the thing. I'm watching the thing for the thing. But yeah, Tomic was nice enough to remind me, or not remind me, but let me know what it's actually called. And that's what it's called. F? Are we Fing? Oh yeah, the connection's a bit weak here. Yeah, I'm using yeah, my phone is using my SIM card and the hotspot, but it seems to be a bit, I think because they made this booth pretty soundproof, so I think it's maybe harder for the Wi-Fi to get through. I don't know. Is that possible?
There's a lot of electronics in here too.
What's that?
A lot of electronics.
A lot of electronics? Okay. You need a USB hub for that Ethernet connection? That's actually true. We need to steal from the computer. That's true. But yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. I can also swap to the PC setup very soon as well. So it should be okay. It's good now, right? It was lagging for a little bit. I'll open my hotspot. It's like, I have a hotspot here. It's just connections here are a little bit rough. It just glitched for a second. Okay, that's good. That's good. But yeah, we're gonna watch the extended gameplay reveal, which is pretty exciting. And then second, we're gonna be we're gonna have a dev join us here, and we can ask them questions. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting as well. So we can ask any questions about the game itself, and you guys in the chat can also ask stuff. I will take your questions to him as well. So that's gonna be cool. The microphone, I'm using a Rode, my ears, is something bad? I'm using the Rode Wireless Go. Sometimes the mic does gigastatic. Really? Why? What can cause a crackle or gigastatic? Interception? Whoa, this place is so loud. What's that?
I think so, because there's also other wireless mics. They use wireless mics on stage.
Yeah, it could be interference, yeah. Let me take a look.
There's a concert.
Let's see. Can you guys hear music? I guess you can. There we go. Are we raving now? Up to your right finger. So I was looking through my bag, and I have a very big toiletries bag that I normally take to my travels, and I have things in there that I don't take out because it's like I always need it. For example, I have a makeup remover that I don't use for home usage because it's a smaller package that I use for when I'm traveling. So I don't always like empty and renew my bag. I just kind of like keep things there, you know, across trips. And I just put my hand in to look for something, and then something cut my finger, and I was like, ow. And then I looked, and I was like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. I look inside the bag, my eraser was there. I had a razor in the bag, and I could literally see like skin piece hanging out from the razor. It was horrible. But yeah, it doesn't. It hurts if something like scratches it, like if I touch something. But otherwise, it doesn't really hurt. Should we be concerned you carry around a razor blade? I mean, it's not strange to carry a razor, you know. In case you need to do like I don't know, if you like missed a spot, you need to like shave like a spot of your leg or something, you know, just a quick thing. Brush up against anything, yeah, then it hurts, exactly. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Otherwise, it's good. But yeah, so I'm wondering how much PC stream we should do after this session, and how much we should consider maybe going to that, what's it called? The hospital. Because I kind of want to get my medication, but yeah. CK friend, thank you very much for the 47-month resub. I'm here for the concert. Who is this talking? Seems like it's stopped now. It doesn't need one of those travel ones that has a plastic cover. I know. I lost my travel one. I used to have a travel one. I lost my travel one. So yeah, I probably just need to get a new one. How long will you be hospitalized? I'm not going to be hospitalized. I just need to get medication. Prescription medication. That's all. I feel like I'm still pretty shiny. Or am I just imagining? Maybe I'm fine. You can go get meds and we can watch clips. Yeah, I'm just wondering in terms of like how long that's gonna take, and then I have the Twitch dinner as well that I need to consider. So I'm already gonna put you guys in AFK. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll probably do a rerun of the beginning of the stream, like when we met Ian and stuff like that. I don't know if Lauren is able to hear me, but yeah, I think we'll do a rerun of that part of the stream while I have the dinner with Twitch, and then after that I will get back to you guys. Are you streaming until 3 a.m. again today? I'm more tired than I was yesterday, and yesterday I got tired at 2. So I don't think I'll be pushing to 3, but I am doing the after hours at the SK Gaming again. So I'll go there after Twitch, and yeah, maybe I might go until like 12 or 1. Yeah, I might go until 12 or 1 most likely. Ian was 10 seconds. Yeah, I know, but I meant just like in general, like the beginning of the stream. No band-aid to avoid accidentally hitting the finger. I get annoyed when I have band-aid. Sometimes I'm just annoying. I get easily annoyed by certain things, and having a band-aid on my finger is one of those things. Title good? Drops soon, Gamescom day. I don't see an update. Have you removed the drop soon stuff? Oh, the static? Sorry. Yeah, sometimes it's a crackle. Oh, Dune Awakening, Gamescom gameplay presentation. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you. And you can put an ad after the presentation is. Put a exclamation mark Dune Awakening and then hashtag ad. And you can remove the hashtag ad from the Amazon. That was only needed yesterday when I was doing the website's browsing stuff. Yeah, we could go to PC stream. At least the sound is better there. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, there's like 2 cameras. Interesting. I wonder if this one's better. But yeah, we can do this. Hello! But yeah, we're soon getting ready for our presentation. Yeah, I extended the camera a bit, so I'm a bit more centered now as well. Why is it dark all of a sudden? Because the light is a bit different with these cameras. It's a different type of camera. I should probably... Yeah, no, actually that's fine. Yeah? Oh, really? Oh my god, you can call them, the diamonds. Yes. Chat, the presentation or the presenters want to shout you out. Fannies? No, what the hell? No, you guys are diamonds. Look at your badges. You guys are diamonds, okay? Yeah, no. No, you guys are diamonds. Lighting is very vintage. Yeah, I guess it kind of fits the, what's it called? The aesthetic of the, here we go. And we can see the, what's it called? Poster, you can see the poster. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll watch my chat from this phone. So I don't have to look there. There we go. Here's the chat. Okay, now I have you guys here. Now I have you guys here. That's better. I can switch off this, save some batteries. Is that 100 biddies? Off-duty bill, thank you. More like diams? Diams? Where is the balloon from yesterday? It's actually still at SK Gaming. I wonder if it's like lost air or if it's still there. But yeah, the microphone with this is much better, right? Find out who the band is? I could try to ask. I have no idea. Oh yeah, Aegis gave me another balloon. I got a Sailor Moon balloon. Oh, I should, Instagram story. Yes, guys, it's Instagram story time. I'm actually professional. Here. Doing a little special stream for Dune Awakening. Right now. Right now. Wait, Dune got corrected to Fine. No, I'm not doing a stream for Fine Awakening. I'm doing a stream for Dune Awakening. Oh, could we, it's more in here. Could we adjust the command so that it's called Dune instead of Dune Awakening? That would be great. That would be great. Go. Oh, that's cool. Wait, when did you take that? Really? Oh my god. Behind the scenes. Here, there's a behind the scenes picture on my Instagram story. It'd be so funny if, because I didn't realize he was taking the picture. It'd be so funny if I actually wasn't doing something like good. It's like DMing someone and like talking shit. No, it does not sound like me. All right, post it. It's on Instagram if you guys want to see behind the scenes. Let's see. Okay, fix there. Good stuff. Uh-huh. Wait. All right. Oops. All right, fix that. Actually, you know what? I like having the chat here. It's nice because it makes me like look up. So I'm gonna bring you guys back. There we go. Perfect. All right, I'm back, chat. How's everyone doing? Do, do, do. All Gucci, hi back. Pretty good. Yes. Good stuff. Are we excited for the presentation? Doing all the social media things. Here we go. Did my command get updated, guys, by the way? It should be exclamation mark Dune instead of Dune Awakening. Then we copy this one. You got a whole command center? Command center? Yeah, that's true. I actually do have a command center here. Chat, what level are you guys? I'm level 74. What level are you guys? I'm level 74. $78, $80, $80, $77, $72, $74 as well. High five for that one. $80, $73, $77, $73. Still waiting till Monday. That's fair. Don't feel bad. Honestly, that is smart to do. You save money. You can spend that money on so many other things, and you lose nothing. When everyone else is 80, they're like waiting anyways. Like there's nothing to do. Level 1 since December? Okay, that's fair. Did you even open the game? Can save that money for a sub to Annie? No. You don't need to sub to me, no. Is the game released? Dune Awakening is not yet released, no. But it's, is it, let me ask Tomic 100%. Hey, Tomic, is Dune Awakening, like, confirmed 2025? Early 2025, yeah, alright. Alright. Early 2025, we can expect Dune Awakening. Leaked! Oh no, I wasn't supposed to say that. That was a secret. There we go. I've been hyped for this game ever since you first mentioned it like a year ago. I remember we watched the trailer, right? Yeah, no, I've been hyped as well. I've been hyped as well. I'm really excited. my phone is getting battery, so that's nice. It's very slow though. I think whenever you use like a PC to charge phones, it's always very slow. Need to get around watching part 2 of the movie. Yeah, same. I need to watch the movies. I need to watch the movies. Yeah, I think Morin is gonna update my command, so that should be good. Presentation is in 8 minutes. 8 minutes, by the way. So soon. But in case you guys didn't know, Dune Awakening is an MMO. It's gonna be an MMO, and I played a little bit yesterday actually, and it was really cool. They kind of like threw us into this area, this world, this zone, and I was just walking. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, there was a massive sandworm. I was like, ooh! And I ran! And I made it. It was safe. It was okay. But yeah, I ran. I sprinted. And I got to play a few different parts of it. I did some melee combat, being like a fresh character where I only had a knife. And then I got to test out like different versions of the game, or like more like different states of the game. So I got a state of the game where my character is geared. So I had a gun and some other tools and weapons. So I was able to kill enemies with that. I got to experience some other mechanics too. For example, in this game, it's got very like survival type of mechanics. So you have a you get thirsty. And did you know that your thirst is quenched when you kill an enemy? And I was gonna say you suck their blood, but you use this tool to extract the blood, and then you can drink that for water. And that way, you can hydrate yourself. I didn't know that. We'll try IRL. No, I do not recommend you trying this IRL. Do not do that. No trying this at home, guys. But yeah, so that's one part of the game that stuck out to me. It was funny. The game also has building, which was cool. I didn't realize, especially the extent of the building. They had multiple different themes, and apparently the different themes is depending on what factions you're using or what factions you've sided with. That's also interesting because that means in the game you make choices of what factions you want to side with, and it affects what kind of building you can create, like thematically. In terms of how it looks like visually. Are you talking about Dune? You don't extract their blood? Yes. Well, you do, don't you? Would you not call that extracting? I used like something that looked like a gun, and I took their blood, and I put it in something called a blood sac. And I think that gave me refreshment. It isn't the blood? Okay. It's something that's put in a blood sac. Maybe it's not technically blood. You're free to let me know what it is. But yeah, it's in a blood sac. You remove the moisture. Trying at home right now, don't do that. At least in the movie, you remove their moisture. Honestly, I just wanted it to sound very crazy. Obviously, I don't think they straight up drink the blood. But yeah, they're grabbing something from extracting the blood. They're like, I don't know, cleansing it or whatever, so that it's drinkable. Maybe in the game it's blood, but water is so low on Arrakis, you need to conserve water to an extreme degree. There's also, you can also grab plants out in the world, and also quench some of your thirst through these plants as well. Yeah, I haven't seen the latest movie. We just talked about it, but I will watch. I will watch before the game comes out for sure. We have a few months. I will watch them before that. But the real question, can you drink your own... I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can do that. Self-outed. What kind of straw do you use? No, it's not a straw. It's not a straw. Wait, so did you ride worms when you tried it? We didn't ride any worms. I summoned a sand bike. I think it's called a sand bike. I summoned a sand bike, And we use the sand bike to like drive around basically. 3 minutes, by the way. It's happening real soon. Real soon. I think we might. Yeah, we can wait a little bit. This is not Bear Grylls Simulator. What is that? Bear Grylls Simulator? That. Let's see. There we go. Bear Grylls is a survivalist famous for drinking his own. Wait, really? Oh, it's a person? He's called that? Okay, I didn't know. I think presentation is about to start, isn't it? We should probably get... Yeah, we should... How many minutes? 3 minutes? Yeah. Alright, I think we should get started. Oh, I think my OBS needs to... There we go. There we go. Very cool setup they have here. Cam 2. Oh, I'm using Cam 2. Oh, maybe we use Cam 1 instead. Oh yeah, Cam 1 looks better. But then I have to adjust the size again. What do you think looks better? Cam 1 or Cam 2? T&E raid? Wait, did I get raided? Just now? I got a raid. Okay, thank you! T&E, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. 2? Which one is 2? This one is Cam 2. Wait, you're voting for this one? A few minutes ago. T&E, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Been fun meeting you guys again. Current one is better? Alright, let's go for current. Because I can change to the other one and fix the size, right? Like because right now it's a bit off. I can fix the size. But yeah, we could also just stick to this one. If you think it's better, then we can stick to this one. Current is good? Alright. Then we stick to it. Yeah, I think the presentation is about to start very soon. I think we can unmute already, just to get ready for it. Might as well. And yeah, the sound should come through to you guys, so you should hear it as well. They rated mid-drinking pee conversation? Oh no. You have to tell them that there was a reason for that conversation, okay? Current title? Perfect. Thank you. Skipper, could you also pin the command text?
So, hello everyone and welcome to our Dune Awakening gameplay presentation here at Gamescom. We have about 30 minutes of gameplay that we are going to show you.
Is the volume good?
And they also would like to say hello to AnnieFuchsia and her diamonds, who is live streaming this presentation.
Thank you! Thank you! I hope you guys heard that. We just got a shout out. There.
So yeah, we have about 30 minutes to talk to you about the game, explain some of the basics.
Yeah, that's us. You just talked about us.
You'll see some of mid-game, and then you'll see a little glimpse of the end game as well.
You can see her here.
As a quick disclaimer, this is a beta build, so whatever you see, it's not finished. It might look a bit
It's happening right now, live on stream.
The game is of course still in development, and especially some of the combat scenes, we played them a little bit slower than you probably would play it when you actually play it yourself as a player. Simply so we can also comment on some of those abilities that we're gonna use or that we're gonna see here. And quick introduction, we have Mario here on the side. He's one of our associate art directors at Funcom, and I'm Natasha. I'm the global senior PR manager at Funcom.
Nice.
And I think with that we have everything said that has to be said, and we just start with the presentation.
You want to see them speak?
So yeah, we're right at the start of the game in the intro sequence, and this serves us for our
Like, you wanna see it
character
like this?
creation. So as you can see on the right side, we have several presets to choose from.
For me to be visible,
but you
let me
of course
take a
can
look.
customize this and even create your own ones if you want. So we have different, and on the left side you see a lot of options that you have lots of sliders. So you can basically choose from
yeah.
like facial structures, bone structures.
I didn't get to make my
different
own
types
character,
of
but
skin,
a
different
lot
types
of
of
stuff.
colors, of course, and change the proportions between all those facial features the way you want. So it was important to us to give you the freedom to basically create the character that you like and the one that you will identify yourself with. And there are of course like hairstyles. These are the female ones. And of course, whatever is chosen right now is
pretty,
just
I like
for demo
those.
purpose, but it's all a question of taste or personal taste, of course. So you're free to choose whatever you want, and you can potentially even create yourself in the game.
I want to create myself. I want my
Some
red
makeup
hair.
features, eyeliner, lipstick, and different types of glossiness and
Eyeliner.
metalness for all the layers. And you can even choose the age of your tattoos.
The age of the tattoos? Like next level details.
So yeah, to the physical attributes, like how tall is your character, how thick, how thin. And for the purpose of the demo, we are just like selecting now a standard male character here. And once you're done with your choices and happy, you just
This
enter your
lightning is
name
making me
and
look
then you
like I
can
have
get
muscles.
right
Of course I
into
have
it.
muscles. Hello? I'm very strong. Yeah, I would
they told
survive
you
in the
what I
wild
am?
in this game. I would survive against the sand.
Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin.
So yeah,
Where were
important
you
for the
born?
Dune lore, of course, is the
Begin.
Reverend Mother, and she helps
world
us
of
here to
water.
basically define the background
Homeworld
of the
of the
character.
Atreides.
So what planet you're from, what caste you're in, and of course, like all the choices that you now make,
Did
like
you give bad
change the curse
advice?
of the dialogue
Or make a
system in the
bad
game later
deal?
on.
To be close to
Yeah,
power.
so
is
making
to
choices
walk
in the game
knife's
matters.
edge.
That's what I learned too.
And now you also can choose basically your mentor or basically your class, but it's not a predefined class that you will have to stick
You
with.
must
So
have
it's
been
basically
very young.
helps more like an
The mind
entry
must
level
be prepared, or
preset
the
that
training does
guides
not
you
take.
through the game.
The
Okay.
test is almost complete.
That's cool. So
Have
you're
you
not stuck
spoken
with something in
truth?
case you may not like it and be able to choose your own path in a way.
Near.
And with a very famous voice, she attracts the player to her and does the ultimate test with him with a paintball and uses the Gonja bar.
That's like when I get my nails done.
I hold at your neck.
I
the
put in a
Gonja
box.
bar.
Okay, I
The
don't get
heart
stabbed in the
of
neck
an
though.
enemy. Don't pull away.
That was not included.
Die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner.
So the story that you can
have
play
one
through in Dune Awakening is
task.
quite important and it's
Find
quite
the Fremen.
interesting
Kill
as
the
well.
sleeper.
So that's the reason that we're gonna jump over a few scenes here because we do not want to
Look
spoil
at these
too much.
graphics. Holy moly, that looks so good. There was many parts like that in the game too. Like I really like the theme
So as
of this
mentioned,
like
we jumped over a few scenes here
gold,
and our
black,
character is waking
shadows.
up in a mysterious
I love
cave.
it.
Survival games have historically
The
have
title
the
drop,
reputation
yeah.
that they like to throw the players in the thick of things without explaining too much when they start the game. We have a little bit of a different approach here. We have kind of a tutorialized first area here that we call NPE, or the new player experience, where we basically teach the player some of the very basic first steps of the game. You will also notice here that you're
Alright.
actually surrounded by mummified Fremen. You might also spot religious Fremen symbols on the walls. That's all very important for the story. However, you don't know, of course, where you stumbled into here, or what you stumbled into here.
It looks so pretty. Look at the lighting.
And as we make our
I
way
bet there's
through
gonna be
this
ray
cave
tracing.
here, we will soon also find a very important item, which is a Frem kit. Frem kits are of course the backpacks the Fremen use to survive in the desert. And the player
backpack.
gets it here as a backpack as well, basically the inventory. And it's kind of empty at the beginning, but as you progress through the game, it will actually then
Scrap
fill
metal
up
knife.
with
Yeah, that's what I played at
interesting
first. I just had a
things.
knife.
We
so I
also
had to
teach
use
the
the knife
player
to kill
here that you can
the
craft very
enemies.
basic items from the inventory, like this scrap metal knife. We're going to use that immediately as well to cut down this moisture seal, which is a
interesting.
little bit unfortunate because Fremen actually use moisture seals to protect very important areas. But our character here doesn't know that. So a big misconception
doesn't
that
know.
a lot of people might have, especially the ones who only saw the movies, is that they think Arrakis is completely barren. However, that is not the case. You can actually find, if you have read the books, you know that too. You can actually find
Well, I'm not playing.
plants
I was playing
in
WoW,
shadowy
and I will
areas
after this
or
as
in
well.
caves
I just
like
really
here.
wanted to watch this.
And we also collect some plant fiber here to create some basic heal kits again from the
This is some of
inventory.
the special things we can do because we're at Gamescom.
We also use them
given this
immediately, of course, to
opportunity.
heal up a little bit. And that now also enables our stamina bar, we see here. And now we can actually also start to climb. You have a free climbing system, so you can almost climb anywhere you want, similar to what we have in Conan Exiles, but we
you can
expand a
climb
little bit
anywhere?
on that
I didn't know
system.
that.
So you will see that later on, actually, because you can combine movement
I didn't realize.
with
I did not
gadgets
try to
and
climb
abilities as well.
when I played. Yeah, I played yesterday, by the way.
We're now gonna jump again over a few scenes here. Same reason as before. And we land on the sand of Arrakis, where the actual game starts.
This is where we were.
Crashland, actually.
Uh-oh.
And
Sand
of
work,
course,
right?
one of the most important rules on Arrakis is
Yeah,
do
that
not
was the
stay
first thing
on
that
the
happened to
open
me.
sand for too long, because the sandstorm will always come.
Yeah.
That's just one of the small ones, by the way.
That was one of the small ones? They're different sizes?
And now we see here we have a water bar on the side, which is of course very crucial.
I
You have
did
to
not
keep a good
play
eye
on
on it.
stream.
And then we have
It
in the
was,
middle a white bar that's
NDA.
basically the
You can't
heat
play it
meter or the
on
heat
stream.
bar. So, or the sun meter.
But
if
I
you
can
stay
talk
out in
about
the
it.
sun, this will fill up until it gets totally red, and then you get a debuff that makes it so your water goes down way faster than it normally would. So basically, sunstroke. The
Yeah, I noticed
shadow
that
and light
too.
system is fully dynamic, or shadow and sun system is fully dynamic. So this moves, of course, with the day of the day, or at the time of the day.
How was
So you have
FPS?
to
It
keep
was
an eye on
very
that
smooth.
too. You can use those little flowers to get some water from them,
I
but you
think
can only
obviously when
ingest
you're
so much plant
playtesting,
fiber and
you're
get
testing very
water
specific
from
thing.
them. So that
So
means you can
it's
only
gonna
fill
work.
1/3 of
It
your
was running.
whole meter here, and you have to
But
find
obviously it
other
was
sources
limited.
of water
It wasn't
as fast
like
as
a
possible.
playthrough.
Now, we are in an alternate timeline with Dune Awakening. That means both the Harkonnen and the Atreides are actually still on the planet, and they're still fighting for control. That's the reason you can find some scrap metal here and there, kind of like victims of their
Oh yeah,
battle.
you
so
see
to
how
speak.
she pointed
And you can
to
use
that
the cut
line?
array to
I didn't
cut
know.
those
I was
to
cutting
get
the things
materials.
by
You
like
also
just
saw the blue line. That's actually a special
lasering,
mode that the cut
and then
array
I was
has.
poked, and they're like,
So
by the way,
that mode
if you cut
basically
exactly on the line,
shows
it
you
goes
weak
faster.
structures that
And
you
it went
can
from
then
taking like
follow
20
to get
seconds
more
to like 1
efficient
second.
at harvesting.
So I was
You
like,
get more
oh, that's good to
material. You
know.
also have a chance to potentially get rare materials if you do that. Those patterns get more complex the higher tier node you try to harvest from.
I got literally
And then spice,
backseated.
of course,
Yeah.
is very important. It's important for politics, for economy, also for the character, for the player. And it does influence the character in very weird ways. However, we won't tell more about that just yet.
Secret.
So yeah, NPC bases. Here we jump over to a Harkonnen trooper character
Can
who is
take a quick
who
look at
found
the
an NPC
IRL
base,
presentation again.
and he wants to scout it out.
You see as
he's
they're
using
talking
his
about this.
binoculars to basically mark enemies or like points of interest, and with his
Pretty cool. This is a live
suspensor
presentation.
belt, he glides
They're
down
actually standing right in front of
to
me.
basically prevent fall damage. And then he uses his sugar wire's claw in order to get from one point to the other very quickly. You can imagine like some sort of grappling hook. And now he's trying to find a proper entrance for him to get into the base. Of course, he needs a weapon, so he is starting to look into crafting a Mauler pistol. And
The
these are
Mauler
spring-based weapons, so who knows whoever knows the lore knows that foes, of course, have shields, and these shields can only be penetrated by very slow projectiles. So the ammunition type is a little bit different than from normal life, so we have dart-based guns here.
Oh, I see someone. Pro move.
And of course hit detection is important, so whenever you shoot at the enemy you get a different reaction. But the player tries to be as effective as possible and shoots at the head.
Headshots. Whoa, that jetpack is cool. Gliding. Gliding combat. I've missed every shot, not gonna lie. You can tell by the aiming that this isn't Annie's gameplay. Okay, look, that's toxic. I'm very good at aiming, thank you very much.
How quickly you can get from A to B and get a different overview of the battlefield or escape risky situations.
Yeah, no, if that was me playing, I'd get every headshot as well. What game is this? This is Dune Awakening. It's a gameplay reveal here at Gamescom. The game is not out yet. It's basically the team behind it who's allowed to play.
And of course,
and sometimes some of us get to try it too. So I played a little bit yesterday as well. But it was on their computer, like a special server.
We're trying to approach the player.
The game is coming out in 2025.
Put a little bit of pressure on him.
We have a little command, !Dune, if you wanna check it out for yourself, maybe read about it, wish list it.
Specialization, the sword master, and as the name reveals already, he's using a sword to fight in a melee or like very close combat with enemies. He uses his knee charge ability to jump at the enemy, and with riposte abilities he can basically block enemy attacks. He's of course a little bit in disadvantage against ranged enemies, but he has abilities to compensate that and get really quickly into the fight.
Jesus, those shots are so clean.
So now our character is using a mental ability, the battlefield calculation. And with this he can scan the area like with his teammate, and you can see basically symbols around it, and they reveal basically the weapon, ammunition, abilities that they're using. And now he used this Hunter Seeker drone, which is a stealth device to kill enemies silently.
Wait, it's a silent, sneaky drone.
The player also has the ability, or this character has the ability to see through walls, so he can warn his teammate of potential threats. And you can see now that the enemy has also a DBNO state, like a down but not out state, which makes him crawl around because he was not entirely dead. And potential other teammates from him or NPCs can revive him. It's the same mechanic that the players are using too.
Oh, is my frames dropping? On the camera too.
Exsanguination, so blood extractions. It's
blood
one
extraction, I told you.
After a big war or fight, there are of course lots of corpses laying around, and they don't only serve the purpose of looting, but also to get or extract blood from them. So this works as following: you have these blood sacks in which you fill up the blood, and with the blood extractor that the player will now craft, you can basically extract the blood from enemies and then put it into those blood sacks.
Put it into the blood sack.
Of course, there
I
will
told
be
you,
different tools later on that can
but
extract
I don't know
blood
exactly.
more
I don't think they're like straight up drinking the blood.
And now he sees that
but they're getting some kind of hydration.
Indicates
I don't know exactly
that he
how
can
it
extract
works.
the blood right there, which he does. And of course, because blood is a fluid, we can use this to increase our hydration.
Blood is a fluid.
If we like have to survive. So we are not vampires, of course. So while
We're
he
not
drinks
vampires.
it, he gets a little debuff, the blood drinker debuff, and that gives it a little bit of downside.
All right. Yes. If you have the blood straight before like
now to our player bases,
cleansing it, you do get a debuff. You're not supposed to have the blood straight, but you can.
Place down a so-called sub-thief console that gives you a land claim, so a specific area in that area you can
this
build.
is what I did too. Building.
You do pay a little bit of tax to the Emperor for these sub-thief consoles. So you see it also, you place a hologram and you see where you want to place
to the
piece
Emperor?
and what kind of piece, and then you fill it with material. Now we can also see we expanded that. So for example, you want to place the hologram, you can still do that, but you run out of materials.
Oh, that was
A
really
friend
interesting.
can actually come in and fill that for
Yeah,
you.
you
with
can put
material.
hologram where you want to build
So that
stuff
means, for
without
example,
committing.
if you have someone
And you
that's
can do that
very
if you don't have the
creative and very
maps.
good at designing buildings, they can actually do that with these holograms, and then the rest
I actually
of
really
the
like
group
that
or the
whole
guild,
system.
they can come in and help build the actual building.
So it's done
And
in like
once
2 steps
you do
kind
actually
of.
have a building you really like, you can actually make a blueprint of that we see here. So this creates a copy in your inventory, and you can then move to another area, for example, and place that out.
Oh, place
and
the
build
entire
the building
thing.
again, just by filling with material. The cool thing with this particular system is that if you are very good at building and you want to make a living out of it, you can actually
sell?
copy or make those copies, those blueprints, and sell them to other players
Oh,
on the
that's
in-game exchange for
cool.
in-game Solaris. So you can basically become an architect if you want to, and live
Become
like
an
that
architect
in
in game. Cool. I like that. Not for me. I'll take designs from others. That's very cool.
So once you have developed your base a little bit further, you can see now like a little bit of the creation that you can do in the inside of decoration. And there are some machines on the right side which serve different purposes, but the one that the player is interacting with is our blood purifier. So as
Blood
mentioned before, you can
purifier.
extract the
There
blood from
it
enemies,
is.
and here you can put it into the machine, and it
And
will
then you can
convert
extract
basically
water
that
from
blood
it.
into water. So
Yeah.
you have an additional like water source. This does it automatically, so you just fill it in with blood, and while you do something else, it will convert the blood into water, and you can pick it up later.
There you go. All our questions were
And now we're
answered.
getting to a certain
By the
section
way,
that is
please
very
note
exciting
some
for me
questions
because
that
I've
we
been
can
working
ask the
on
developers.
this
We're going to get a
myself.
developer sit with us
So
very soon.
this is the vehicle creation.
Write down some
The
questions.
character is now choosing a sandbike schematic, and this is one of the first vehicles that you can build in the game at the
Tudoristy,
very
thank you very much
beginning.
for the 3-month visa.
So he's now approaching the vehicle fabricator in order to build this vehicle. And you can see on the left side there are several modules to choose from, which you need to assemble the whole bike. So he's now starting to create all these modules. And on the right side you have a queue, so you can get several things being built at the same time, and the queue will just continue working through it.
Ooh, crafting.
Of course, you don't have to stay in this menu. You can do something else while the machine is processing.
Big
And the
queue.
cool thing about this is you can actually see a hologram preview of the asset or item that you're actually creating, which is quite handy, I think. And once the machine is done, he can just like interact with it and get all the things that were built already. So now, every vehicle, of course, needs a base. So this is the chassis. And you add a battery or PSU, an engine or a motor. Of course, like the wheel type, in this case, the treads. And the system is
So
completely
here you
modular, so
build
you
it
can basically
yourself.
customize
Cool. We were
it
kind of given
by
a sandbike,
vehicle
so
later
I
on,
didn't know
however
how
you
you
want.
actually get it.
And there are,
I assumed
there
you
are
just
modules
unlock
that
it later.
basically
I
enhance
didn't
the
realize you
functionality of the
crafted.
bike or any
That's
vehicle. So for example, like a boost module that makes you drive faster, or an inventory module that gives you more inventory space. In this case,
Can
he
we
chose
steal
a
other people's
passenger
cars
seat,
in the game? That's a
and
good
he can
question.
drive with his
Let's
buddies
note it down and we can
together.
ask
And
later.
the cool thing about the system is it's the same like the building system, and you can actually build bigger vehicles together. So this is about the world events. These are dynamically driven or generated events in the world, and there are several ones. This is just one example from a ship that is crashing from space. And our two friends are basically saw that, and then now they're trying to see what they can get there. And as you can see on the left side, there are several scrap leftovers, but that's not always the case like this. You can also approach the hull of the shipwreck and use your cutter ray and cut holes into it and get some resources there. But our friends are lucky here, and they get like a loot box, so to speak, and additional materials. And our Harkonnen friend takes his cutter ray to cut the bigger pieces. Of course, there are also other threats in the world during the night. So these are the Saloka, who are patrolling throughout the night and seeking out for players.
Oh,
They're a
some
little bit
enemies
bluish
that are
because they
only
have a
night-
shield around them. So our Harkonnen friend is basically using his Dew Reaper, which is the little device that he has in his hand, to to extract fluids from plants. But he didn't see that the Sarkonen were the Sadoka were approaching, so they engaged, spotted him, and they drop units again and fight against the players.
Back to the sandworm. As we mentioned, there's reasons that you don't want to be out in the open sand, big ones, but there's also reasons
we getting
you want to
eaten?
be out in the open.
Footage of getting eaten?
And here we see that red thread meter, basically, that's your warm thread, so to speak. The sandbag, of course, creates vibration on the surface, which influences that thread meter, as you can see. And the reason those two are out here is because of the flower sand. They're trying to collect some flower sand, which is a quite valuable resource that can be refined into an important material. You
And you
can
have to
collect
go in
it
the
by
middle of
hand,
the
or you can use the
desert to
sand
get it.
compactor here. Of course, sand doesn't really create, collecting by hand
Flower
doesn't
sand.
really create much vibration. However, shooting the sand compactor into the sand, of course, does. It's much more efficient to use the sand compactor than just trying to get it. You see it here again, the impact on the thread meter. And because we actually had a sandworm in the vicinity, it actually aggroed now and is quite pissed off. So the only chance we have now is try to make it as fast as possible to solid ground.
Run away!
If you try to do
Don't
a
wanna
race
stay.
over a longer
Oh my
distance, you will
God.
lose. There's no way you will outrun a sandworm. But these two are actually, they have more luck than brains, and they just made it.
Did
And
you
they
just
escaped
insult
a
them?
very
They have more luck
gruesome
than brains?
death.
I love it.
If you progress a little
See,
bit through
this
the
is
game,
why we need to
you can
speak like this on stream,
eventually
guys.
craft
It's
your
not
own
toxic.
ornithopters, different types and different sizes, and of course fly freely. That will open up the map even more to you. But more importantly, if you want to leave this first area, Heika Basin, you can fly to the edge and you will get into the overland map. That's you now flying. You can fully control this freely. You have like a water bar there and also gas to
I did this
keep an
part
eye
too.
on, of course.
It's pretty
But
cool.
you can fly on this map. You can control it. You also see all the other little blue dots. Those are other players that are also traveling on this map. And we are now
That's
flying
cool.
to Harko. Harko is controlled by the Harkonnen. We also have Arakeen
I
in
flew
the
to
game,
Harko
which is
too.
of course controlled by the
It's pretty cool because
Atreides.
I basically landed in a big
Harko
city.
is a player
Yeah,
hub.
here.
You meet hundreds of other players in these, so you can group up with them, you can socialize, you can create guilds here, you can talk to
Creating
NPCs,
guild
you
offline
can
chat.
pick up contracts, which is our form of quests, you can talk to your mentors to learn new
Welcome back.
abilities, you can trade with NPCs,
Back.
you can learn about the world, you can sell to or buy from other players in the exchange, you
They
can
let you
deposit
live.
your Solaris.
That is interesting.
And we also have little dynamic events here as well. So depending on what day of time or what time of day it is, different things will happen. Most importantly though, you can actually pledge your allegiance to one of the houses. If you want to do that, you don't have to. Like here, for example, to the Harkonnen. But that will have, of course, consequences.
So yeah, testing stations. Testing stations is basically our idea of dungeons. So now we have a group of 3 players that are approaching that dungeon with their ornithopters and landing. And they just
See
want to
dungeons?
see
I
what they
didn't
can
try
find there.
dungeons.
And obviously, because these guys are good group players, they want to like optimize their builds together to play more efficiently. So now you see one of the many skill trees that we have in the game, depending on your
Oh, I
specialization.
didn't look
of
into
course.
skill trees too much.
And there are like 3 main abilities and 3 passive abilities that you can choose at any time and swap and unslot if you want out of combat.
You not take
So
the
that's what
same
the 3 guys are doing here. They're talking to each other and making sure
That's a
that
good
they
question too.
optimize
Let's
their
write it
build.
down. Let's write it down.
And
Can we
there
have
you
2
can see the
questions
knee
now?
charge
Chat, are you noting it
ability
down?
that we were explaining earlier. So now our 3 friends are jumping with their suspensor belts into the testing station and starting to explore it. For us, it was very important that the testing stations have 3 or at least 3
I don't know how
different
to
levels.
write. It's time
So
to
every
learn.
testing station has a sort of story that happened there. Then of course there's combat, and then there's exploration. So imagine the testing station like a labyrinth where you basically have to go through and explore the whole thing. And you don't know what you will find there. So the NPCs here with the blue, that are blue basically, they have a shield around them. So you have to choose the specific weapons in order to penetrate those. And you can see now the interplay between different weapons and abilities, like the shield wall that was just placed. But our friend with the flamethrower can penetrate that easily and burn his enemies. And you see already how much more dynamic the whole combat becomes. Way more fluid, way more tactical. And the interplay between the guys is more important now. And of course, because we are at the dungeon, we want good loot, and that's what the guys find here to progress further in the game.
And now a quick glimpse at a spice hunt in the deep desert. Spice flows can happen everywhere, but only the really big ones, like this one you see here, happen in the deep desert. You can see them from miles away.
That.
And what happens now is guilds will race to that area to fight over spice.
Fight over the
be
loot.
able to actually harvest that specific area. You see here tons of the vehicles that we have in the game flying and on the ground. But most
Battle
importantly,
between the
if you're
guilds.
smart,
I think offline chat is gonna
and if you
win
plan
everything.
really
What do you
well,
think, chat?
you can actually turn a rocket itself into a weapon against your enemies. And that will swallow everything inside.
Cool. Wait, was that?
And that's what we have for you
Whoa,
today.
half an hour went so
And,
fast.
We have some time for questions as well now, if there are.
All right. Wish list now. Chat, we have a command, ! Dune. I think we have a chat pinned in the
So
chat.
yeah, right away
Or
the
message
first one.
pinned in the chat. I think we
Thank
also
you
have a
very much.
panel. Click
I
any of
want to
those
solid
places,
movies, so
read
I
more
want
about the
to
game.
keep
You
the
can wish
door.
list it, then you
But
get
do
notified
have
on any
different,
updates or anything like that.
Like if I kill an enemy by a grenade,
Hello,
would I
hi.
have less blood to
And we
harvest,
have-
or, like,
Perfect, muting those. And let me fix my setup because I have a guest here now. Yeah, nice to meet you. Let me fix the camera so that you are in the frame as well. I think this one's good. Yeah, here we go. Sorry? Lead producer. All right, okay. We need to get the titles right. Lead producer. And the
Yes.
name was
Ola.
Ola.
Andreas.
Oh, I can hear you here. Perfect.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, because I was like, but then I noticed I could hear you. Okay, I'm not used to production. This is more like production level stuff.
It's really professional. Like, this is really cool setup.
It is really professional. I feel like I'm a real producer now. I'm not. I guess you are. Actually.
I am.
Yeah, for the
that's-
game. Yeah, you actually are. But yeah, let's talk about the game. The gameplay reveal was very similar to what I did yesterday in the testing room.
Yeah.
So
nice.
that was cool. I got a little sneak peek of what the tutorial actually looks like because when I played it, we didn't see the very beginning of it when the guy was in the cave, and now we saw that part too. And we have chat as well. Chat, if you guys want to ask any questions, then we can do that too. What was one of the first things that I wanted to ask? We noticed something. I see someone mentioning PvP. Is there any PvP in the game?
There is.
There is. Okay.
So we have a full map called
Yeah.
the Deep Desert, which is
Mhm.
dedicated to PvP, part of our end game
Oh.
mechanics. So in the PvP, or in the Deep Desert, which is 9 times the size of Haga Basin, which is the map you're starting on,
Okay.
a
Yeah.
lot of the end game mechanics are going to happen. So you're going to be fighting other players, other guilds, over spice, which is the most valuable resource.
Oh,
in
that was the
uni-
thing that we saw in the end,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so that part there is it's also PvP. Like you can kill each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was mentioning how it might be a little competition of which guild gets there first, but it's even more. You can actually kill each other. It's even more. That's crazy. Okay. What about? Is there any kind of like small scale arena planned around PvP?
Nothing like structured. It's
Nothing
all a
structured?
bit freeform PvP.
Yeah,
So-
which makes sense in like a sort of survival
Yeah.
game like that. Yeah.
Right. There will be some areas of PvP in the Haga Basin as well, which is also a bit unstructured. But when you go there, you'll know that you're going to be in a PvP area, so you'll know that you'll be in danger. Like you might
Okay.
meet people here,
Yeah.
I had a situation like that where I was heading to one of those PvP areas, and I was like, okay, I might be careful now.
Yeah.
And I was going there with one of my colleagues, and we were basically split at some point in time, and then we met again, and I didn't know if that was that person or him or not. So I ended up shooting on sight, and I killed my colleague.
Wait, there's friendly damage?
Yeah.
There's friendly damage. That's really bad. That means I'm gonna kill everyone. Really bad to be around me then.
Good to know.
Good to know. I had no idea.
So
very realistic.
Yeah. Communication is really important.
Communication is important, chat. Okay, so before you guys go around shooting everywhere, please be aware that your shots are lethal to your friends too. Okay, that's really cool. I was surprised about that because I didn't see any PvP. I kind of assumed maybe it's not a PvP game. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Yeah, chat. What other? We had some other questions, right? We noted a few things down when we were watching the presentation. Is there anything special that you want to that you're thinking of that you want to share with us? Maybe a special part of the game that you're excited about.
I mean, I'm very excited about like the endgame mechanics and everything around that.
Makes sense.
So, I love both survival games and an MMO game or MMO games. So for me, like having something that starts out a bit more as a survival game and kind of like turns into an MMO game with.
Yeah.
What makes Dune special is kind of like the politics and intrigue part of it.
Ah, okay.
So having something
like factions?
like factions, like the classical Atreides versus Harkonnen, fighting each other, and you being able to pick a side or not pick a side, depending on what you want to do, is a huge part of our end game. And we have this mechanic called the Lance Rad, where you're basically fighting and working to gain votes and allegiance from the different factions to win the Lance Rad, to make sure that your faction, either Atreides or Harkonnen, wins the Lance Rad. And if you win the Lance Rad, you get to decide the deciding power over what becomes law for the next week.
Wait, you decide on laws?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what's an example of a law?
So we're not talking too much about it yet because we're tweaking a lot of the details. But
Fair enough.
I could give you an example, which might or might not be in the game at launch.
So we have an idea of what it could be.
Yeah, so it could be like access to a specific vendor that only that faction can access, or that faction would maybe get XP boost for the next week, or more damage output for something.
Yeah, okay.
Who knows?
So it benefits people who doesn't really do PvP either. Actually, on the topic of this now, mixing the two topics, faction and then PvP. Does, like, if you and I are friends and we pick the same faction, or in the scenario where we pick different faction, does that affect anything in terms of like what we can do together?
Not really. It doesn't
it doesn't divide in any way.
No, not really. I mean, there will be things that you would wanna maybe align with people of the same faction on, especially more of the endgame political systems, but
yeah, so I guess you may want to cooperate because you want your faction to have something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're not trying to prohibit, or we're trying to keep it fairly open.
Yeah.
And that's a part of the Dune political and intrigue as well. Like in the movies, you'll have people working for one faction, but maybe then they'll have reasons to, well, betray or like go behind. So
yeah,
I
so
mean,
keeping it very open-ended. You're not forced into a certain side.
Yeah, I mean, we hope that we can create some sort of like sandbox where people can
create
explore
their own stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, is there worm riding in the game?
Not at launch.
Not at launch? That's a good answer. Yeah. That means it's coming. Maybe.
The whole worm riding thing is something that we really want to do, but we also really want to get it right.
Right.
It's important for us. It's a huge part of the game, or huge part of the universe.
Yeah.
And also there's reasons for it not being something that we want to have at launch narratively as well. So
okay.
There's let's just say that we really want to do it, but we want to do it right.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Want to do it right. That makes. I mean, it's a pretty big deal. The sandworm is a big part of like the whole introduction to the game. It's one of the first things that you notice when you first watch a trailer, or when you get introduced to the game, it's like when you come to the booth, the first thing you see is the massive sandworm.
Oh, it's so cool, isn't
It's
it?
really cool,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I took a picture of it too, and I tweeted it. Actually, he took it. He took the picture. It was great. There's a question here. Are there raids or just dungeons?
So our idea of a raid would probably be what you do in the deep desert, which is the spice flows basically. So in the deep
like
desert,
world raids in a way.
exactly, yeah. So
Okay.
you'll go to the deep desert and you'll see these huge spice flows that you'll see in the trailer and the videos that we've shown.
Yeah, we saw. Mm-hmm.
And spice is the most valuable resource in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd want to basically fight for it and get it. So yeah, world raids.
That makes sense. Okay, so you're not looking into having instance raids, at least not for now.
We'll have dungeons at least.
Yeah.
Which we've talked a little bit about.
Yeah.
Shown some Imperial testing station, like ecology labs. Yeah, so we'll have some of them as well, but raids are like deep desert spice flows.
Gotcha. More like the more immersive kind of experiences.
Yeah.
Are the buildings planned to be permanent, or do you have like some kind of resets or wipes?
So it depends. So that's an interesting question, because in Haga Basin it's all going to be persistent, permanent.
Okay.
But for Deep Desert we have this concept that we call the Coriolis Storm and the Coriolis Race. So
which destroys things.
exactly. So every week the Coriolis Storm.
Every week.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's where the end game is, you said.
Exactly. So it comes and wipes everything there, all your bases, everything is gone, and then it shifts the landscape. So you'll have new locations to go to.
Shifts the landscape too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of our like big systems that we're really proud of.
Yeah.
I find it really cool.
Yeah. If you let's say you're a PvE player who's scared of PvP, can you still enjoy the end game, or is it going to be kind of rough?
No, we want to give like there's a chance and a role for everyone, so you can find your spot. Let's say you're working in a guild, and you'll have some people in the guild who may be more of an architect archetype, or a resource gathering architect. Like it depends on what you like to do. But we still need people in that guild who will go out and get the resources that we're gonna get used to go and do the raids. You don't have to participate in the raids, but if you want to, you still need those people in the guild that might want to do that. You could also, it was interesting. I talked to someone at the booth. I don't know, it was yesterday maybe. You might have people who are actually architects, building outposts for the deep desert, so that when you're going in there after a wipe, you'll have a very optimized building that you can blueprint.
You have it ready, like just
basically,
put
yeah.
it
So
there.
you could just drop a blueprint and then build it up straight away without having to do the old affinity thing.
Yeah.
So you'll have maybe there'll be someone who's just going to be an architect in guild.
Okay. And in that case, we're kind of like depending on his guildies actually sharing the cool loot that they get, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So that they can also get stuff.
And that's where the politics and the
that's
intrigue
where the politics comes in, yeah. Is there any place for like a solo player?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We have a pretty deep narrative in the game. One of the things our creative director, Joel Ballas, cares a lot about is narrative. He's also our narrative director. So we do really want to give players a really solid narrative in the game, a journey that you can follow, and we'll keep expanding on it.
Like an RPG experience.
Yeah, like I don't know how. So we're not talking too much about it yet, so how much I want to say without spoiling. But yeah, basically giving the player a narrative that fits the alternative timeline that we are setting out on, where you as a nameless prisoner basically are on your journey to find the Fremen, which are lost or are missing.
Okay. Speaking of the story, if this is something that you are able to comment or not, are we a sort of a hero character in the story, like the individual person?
No.
No, we're not.
No. So one of the things that we did with our alternative timeline was that so in the books, we kind of get this for free because Paul sees many futures. So one of the futures that Paul saw was one where he was not born, but instead his mother had a daughter. And then in that situation, in that alternative timeline, you'll basically not have this messiah, this Al-Gaib hero character, and there's room for stories that we can create for our players instead.
Okay.
Everyone
They
can create
can
their
go
own
pretty
future.
deep then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of flexibility in the narrative side.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, how far can you get if you're not in a guild? Yeah, that's kind of the question that I had a little bit before too, and that's where we are touching the whole narrative part of the story. I guess if you want to fight for the best loot in the game, you kind of need to get into the politics of the social. It is an MMO. I'm assuming that will be the main way that you would want to, or the main way that you would be able to reach the best things in the game. I think you would need to be in a guild probably, or do some kind of politics somewhere. Maybe you're a solo guy and you manage to trick a whole guild and you take everything they have. Speaking of,
That would be cool.
can you steal from others?
Not without them giving you permission.
Okay.
So you would have to be a bit manipulative, maybe.
Okay. So it would have to be social stealing.
Yeah.
There's no like if you kill somebody you take their loot or anything like that.
I don't think we've decided completely on how we want to deal with that yet.
Okay.
Right now we're a little bit thinking about that. Like, will we drop the loot or not? But in general, we don't want it to be punishing for you to die.
Yeah.
Well, you'll lose some of your resources if you die, except for the shy loot. If you get killed by a sandworm, you will lose everything. But yeah, so
Yeah.
we're not that kind of game where we want you to just lose everything if you die, and then people can loot all your gear.
Yeah. Maybe it feels a bit bad. Maybe not planning to make it that hardcore.
Maybe not.
Gotcha. Buildings in general, they're not like they're in the open world, right? Like if I build something here, and then you go to this exact place, will you see my building?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all like
persistent.
It's all okay. And is there different like layers or instances for different people, or do you have servers?
Yeah, we have servers.
Okay.
So the Haga Basin, which is the starter map, which like our target is 40 players. Depending on how well we get it optimized, we might have more. But in that one, you'll have multiple servers. So let's say you play with your guild or your friends on one of those servers. There might be more where there are players building in the same spot, basically. But
yeah. Okay.
So for that specific server, you'll all see each other on the map, and your own buildings and everything will be persistent.
And how many people are for one server?
So 40 is our target for Haga Basin.
40?
40.
Okay.
At the same time.
Yeah, and you will always see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
So no instances within that.
No. But then we'll have instances. If you choose which instance you wanna create your character on, basically.
Yeah.
And then for Deep Desert, we're aiming for 100 per server, and it's using a server meshing architecture. So you'll have like 3x3 servers.
Okay. Yeah.
So technically, you could have up to like 900 players in Deep Desert.
900?
Yeah, we're probably not gonna go that far because we'll still need to have room.
So you're
for
basically
people
like
to
merging servers then?
Yeah. Well, we'll have. You can transition from one server to another seamlessly.
Oh, you're not stuck to a specific server.
No, so it'll be like a big map, but it's like split up into like 9 servers.
Okay.
So that we can handle more players in one map, basically.
Interesting. What if you're playing in a very... Let's say you're a very big community. Let's say you are 100 people. Does that mean you guys can't all be together in like a normal zone?
So that's what is kind of interesting. So I guess I could touch more upon this because it would make more sense. So if our Haga Basin is 40 players per server, and it's instanced, so you'll have multiple people playing on each little server. They will all go to the same Deep Desert.
Okay. Yeah.
So the Haga Basin will be instanced in the way that you can choose which instance you want to play on.
Yeah.
But you can all go to the same Deep Desert.
Okay. So if you're 100 people and if you want to actually see each other, you can go to Deep Desert. But in the other one, they will be kind of split into instances?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the same for social hubs that we have. You can also go there, and we'll do some instancing there as well, but we'll have a higher player cap than in Haga Basin. So there's a chance you'll see people from other dimensions that is not your.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so you're working on a big spider web of like combining things as much as possible in different kinds of areas.
Exactly.
Where it makes the most sense. I mean, if you guys do pull off 900 people in the deep desert, that's crazy.
That would be crazy, yeah. We'll never allow 900 players in one spot. That will not be possible, but
fair enough.
100 players in one spot is technically what we want to do.
Okay. Got it. How big are the open world areas and how many are there?
Oh, so Haga Basin is like 8 times 8 kilometers.
8 times 8 kilometers. Okay.
That's it. And basically the same size-ish as Conan Exiles. And then Deep Desert is basically 9 times that. So what does that mean? What's my... Yeah. Well, 9 times 8 times
8 times 8. Any quick mathers? 64 kilometers squared.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah. And then Deep Desert is bigger than that.
No, Deep Desert. Oh, yeah. No, sorry. 8 times 8 is Haga Basin, and then Deep Desert is 9 times that. Yeah.
Cool. Is there going to be a trade system? I mean, you did mention, or the presentation mentioned that if you want to be an architect, you can like sell your bills. So I guess there is a trade system then. But is there an auction house system?
There is.
There is. Okay, cool.
And it's such a great IP to work with because everything just makes sense.
That's
so we have the Chome Exchange.
Okay.
Which is a place where you can trade with or sell and buy with other players.
Yeah.
So you could put weapons you find or sell your architectural blueprints or...
And would that be like one regional with every player, or is it split into servers?
That will be for one... So we're calling it farm, but I don't know what the official word will be, but like a collection of servers, that will be for one of them.
A collection of servers, that's good.
Yeah.
That means it's pretty big.
And then you also have player-to-player trading, so I could come up to you and say, hey, do you want to trade with me?
Yeah.
And then we'll get like each window, and you can just say what you want to offer to the other player. And
so you could be like, hey, do you want to trade with me? I'm going to give you all this stuff, but I'll give it to you tomorrow. But you give it to me today, and then I promise.
I see how... okay, that's the kind of player you are. I'll keep
no,
that
I
in
would
mind.
never do that. But yeah, let's see. Can you team up 4-player co-op with friends? I would assume.
Yeah. We have a party system, so you can up to 4 players. You can party up together.
Okay. So is 4 max in that case in terms of partying up?
In the party,
Yeah. But you can be more people. Like if you're friends, like if you're more than 4 people, I assume you can still be on the same server.
Yeah.
You just can't party up.
You could just be 2 parties of 4 people. And
2 parties of 4 people and just hang out.
Yeah. And then you can make a guild.
Accidentally kill each other.
Yeah, for example. Oh man, my colleague wasn't happy.
No?
No, I shot him. It was a hilarious moment in that shipwreck when I ended up friendly firing my colleague.
Oh no, I would never do that. I have never friendly fired anyone, right chat? I've never friendly fired anyone. I'm very good at making sure I only fire at enemies. So no raids. Oh yeah, I mean we did talk about the raids would be the end game content with the spice farming, right?
Yeah.
But in that context, would parties still be max 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have to have some way to kind of organize that.
Yeah. Okay. Are you planning to make a bigger raid group for those things?
Not right now.
Not right now. Okay. That's fair. Is there a release date? No, but it's for 2025, and from what I hear, I think it's early 2025.
Early 2025 is
early
what we're
2025.
saying.
Oh yeah, the I don't know how to pronounce this. The ornithopter.
Yeah.
Ornithopter.
Ornithopter or Thopter for short.
Thopter. Okay. Can you be multiple people in that, or does everyone have their own single?
So you have different versions. You have the single seater. You have the multi-seater.
There is a multi-seater. Okay.
You have different sizes as well. So you have up to 4 seats.
Okay. Oh wow. So you can carry your whole party then.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. What are your thoughts on sand? Do you hate it? Is it irritating?
It's been a lot of sand in the last years. That's for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of raw sand. I mean, I like sand. I find the desert quite beautiful. So for me, it doesn't bother me too much. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty, to be honest. I think it can give some very nice, like, aesthetics.
Yeah. No,
especially if it's windy.
I have many, like, there's actually quite a few sand games I like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like Exiles is a great one. Journey is amazing.
Yeah, I played Journey as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's some really good sand games.
Is he a sandals on the beach kind of guy or barefoot?
Oh, I'm definitely barefoot.
Definitely barefoot.
Oh, yeah.
Very important question.
The worst thing is like the sandals with like this one pin.
Oh, yeah.
Because it keeps like gnawing at my like the skin in between.
Yeah.
Worst.
I'm super stoked to try Dune now. Will it be more of a teamwork game or single player? Yeah, we talked about that as well. I think for the most part it is going to be teamwork. You can play solo as well. There's going to be a lot of focus on narrative, so if you're somebody who enjoys a story, then they are giving a lot of that. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of focus on the teamwork stuff. How does the bases work in Haga Basin? Is it per person or is it a guild base?
Oh, yeah, good question. So, I mean, it's whatever you want to be. We have made a system so that you can build together for sure. That's a huge important part of the.
Is that if you party up, then you're building together, kind of?
So, it's more connected to giving permissions.
Okay, it's permission based. All right.
So you'll basically put down a totem. Sorry, a sub-fief console is what we're calling it.
Yes.
To claim a piece of land, and then you can give other players permission to join you in building on that base.
Is there a max of how many people?
Only the amount per server. So no max, I guess. No. The
max
would be the amount of people on that server, I guess, right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's really good if that's possible.
I might be wrong.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's more than 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking about. Like, let's say you're a friend group of like 10. You can actually build a base together. Even if you can't party up at all times, you can still buy a base together. I mean, you can build a base together.
The whole idea is that as a guild.
Exactly, as a guild, yeah.
I think Joel has mentioned that our target would be like we would love to get it to like 50, but it'll probably not be more than 50 in a guild.
Yeah.
Maybe probably less, but they will all be able to build together.
Yeah, so if we do a guild together on stream, I can only party up to 4 people, but we can share permission and build together like up to 50 people potentially. That's pretty cool. Will it be crossplay? Are you planning anything besides PC?
So what we're saying right now is that we'll launch on PC early 2025, and then we'll come back and talk more about consoles at some point.
At a later point, yeah. Are you able to say anything else about acquiring spice and what it's used for?
I mean, it's gonna be used for a lot of things. It's kind of ingrained in the entire game in a way.
Okay.
So
like everything, basically.
Yeah, it's
like patterns, crafting maybe, or
probably crafting.
Buying.
So it'll be crafting, looting. There's some interesting use cases that we're not talking about fully yet as well.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be quite ingrained in the whole game.
Okay.
I mean, it's Dune, so it has to be like the most important resource.
Yeah. The real question: will it turn our eyes blue?
I don't think we've talked about that yet.
Yeah, nothing about blue eyes.
There's some we'll share more news about the whole narrative.
Yeah. Will players ever leave the planet for any reason?
Well, not at launch.
Not at launch.
That's what we're gonna say.
Potentially in the future.
We have
spoiler territory.
We have an overland map, and the reason we have an overland map is for us to be able to expand post-launch.
Yeah.
So we can add additional content.
Yeah.
Including maps. We haven't decided fully on which yet, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's fair. Gear crafting, yeah, so you can craft gear because I did that even like near the beginning of the game. You learn about crafting straight away, and as you level up, sometimes I noticed that I unlocked new patterns. I'm guessing there's maybe other ways to unlock patterns as well.
Yeah.
Level up was one of them.
You level up, gain access to new designs that you can unlock and craft, and then there will be some stuff that are tied to maybe faction stuff. So there's going to be different ways of acquiring new designs that you can craft.
Right, because I was testing base building, and they had different designs for like foundation, walls, and everything, and it meant that if you pick a specific faction, for example, your buildings will look in a certain way. Oh wait, how would it work if you're in the same guild but you have different factions? Then can you mix the base to have different things?
So there'll be some constraints on guilds and different factions.
Okay, so you have to be the same faction, probably?
That's the idea. I don't know how much we're talking about it yet, so we can leave it there. But yeah, there will be something that makes sense for playing together. But there'll be some. We'll keep it a bit open as well in some ways. Yeah. But I don't want to talk too much about it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Because I just realized now, like, that would be wild if you just do, like, every wall is a different faction.
Yeah, like Atreides, Harkonnen, Show.
Like next to each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's a fair thing to, like, put some thought into. PvP patterns, yeah, who knows? I mean, I guess you haven't, like, put everything into decisions yet, but, yeah, maybe some patterns that are unlocked through, or some designs unlocked through PvP?
Well, I don't think we have anything specific for PvP, but who knows? We're still kind of exploring some of the things, and this is a game that is going to change a little bit after launch as well. We do have a customization system in the game, so there will be quite a bit of options to actually customize the gear.
Cool. Yeah, I think that covered most of the questions that we had. If there's anything that you want to add to anything, feel free to.
I mean, it's been a blast to show the game.
Yeah.
Having you and other people come by the stand and play the game.
Yeah, that was really fun. Like, you guys were helping me as well. Backseating me a little bit because I would get stuck.
Oh, man.
So that's nice.
We learned so much from showing at these conventions.
I can imagine, yeah. Because you sometimes get blinded when you worked on your own for so long. And so it's important sometimes to see a dumb person try a game, you know? Because then you're like, oh, yeah, right. You know, we need to consider people like that.
First thing you learn in game design is that if there's anyone who's the dumb person, it's as a game designer, it's you.
No one's dumb. We can't just like self-dumb ourselves here.
No, that's true. That's true. But
we're both very smart. Yes.
Making games is hard.
It is.
And making something that is intuitive for a player is also really hard. So you learn a lot, right? When you see people play the game.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here and answering all our questions and for explaining things. And thank you to your team as well for inviting me here and having this presentation as well that we were able to watch together. A really cool setup here. I think this is the first time we did anything like this, right, chat? Where we had like a live presentation with a little production room. I can officially say I've been a producer.
There's so many knobs.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, chat, you can say bye-bye as well. Can we have some bye-bye, some waving maybe? Here, I'll show the chat so he can see it. What was your name? Ole?
Bye-bye. Yeah, I'm Ole.
Ole. Might be a little bit of a delay. There we go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks.
Aww.
Awesome. Looking forward to
awesome
trying
community.
The game out. Yeah, look at you guys being awesome. Try your game. Yeah.
Aww.
Game looks awesome. Hey då. Oh, that's Swedish for bye-bye.
Yeah.
Great work. Sounds... Oh, you know Swedish.
No, that was Norwegian, but Swedes and Norwegians understand each other.
Yeah. Are you Norwegian?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was like, whoa, like Swedish came out. But yeah, Swedish and Norwegian is pretty similar. So excited for this. Awesome. But yeah, this, if you guys want to check out the panel below the stream as well, you can click that to maybe wishlist the game. Wishlisting doesn't cost anything, and it helps the devs and everyone to get an idea of how many people are interested, and also helps the future of it to get some updates out, reach more people. So it's always very helpful. Did this guy play WoW? Have you ever played WoW?
I had my WoW period. I haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
I wanted to start hardcore, but I don't have time, but I was a guild, class leader for mages.
Oh,
I was like
class leader for. Okay, he's been serious.
Yeah.
Not many people can say they've been a class leader for things. That's awesome. Yeah, so he's got the experience. He's gonna take the best of WoW and put it into this game as well if anything is fitting. Easy wish list. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I guess it's time for us to also move out of here as well. Yeah, we're good to go. Time to pack up, chat. But don't worry, I'm not leaving you guys. We are gonna be switching over to a mobile stream instead. So let's do this. And fix this one here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, bye-bye. And then we will start the stream. With that, we can go back to our slot from before. Let's see. Are we back? Are we on phone now? Great interview. Thank you. That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. We back? We're on phone? Okay, awesome. That means I can leave their setup here.
We need to publish and it's ready.
Oh, Dune Awakening actually responded to our tweet. They said, have fun. That's nice. Okay. All right. Time to, okay, we can disconnect this, return the cable. There we go. You're at an event? Yes, I'm at Gamescom. Oh yeah, the goodie bag, yes. I think they might want to get ready for any next people here, so we can unbox this at the other place instead. So we're not in the way of things. But let's take it with us. We have this as well. Let me put the phone on. Put that there. Move this. There we go. All right. Okay. Good stuff. I'll put this. I can put this in the bag, actually. The sandworm. Very nice poster. We'll take a look at the rest of it at the other seat. Ooh. Take off the headset. We don't want to be cabled up. There we go. Thank you very much. I think I am cable free and can move. Yep. Thank you so much.
Of course.
And thank you for everything here.
Of course, thank you, Annie.
No, thank you. Everyone's been so nice.
Some year's birthday again.
Yeah. It's already planned. Oh, let me show you guys how it looks here. I want to give you guys like a proper look. So this is the setup here. This is where I was sitting. And then there's people here watching. And I had a window like that, so we could see everything. So this is a live presentation. And now we're going to be kind of quiet as we walk through.
To give you as many options as possible so you can really create the character that you like and that you identify with. So like here, some hairstyles.
Here we go. Awesome. Okay. Oh, hello. Sebsi and Aegis are here. Look, he's wearing the merch. That's our merch. It's awesome. Okay. Let's switch the camera to me. Was this from you? Oh, thank you, thank you. I need to fix my camera. It's a bit off. There we go. All right. let's head back to the Blizzard area. So where is that? That way? Okay, let's go.
I'm going to business area.
Oh,
See you later.
okay. See you later. Of course, of course.
Yes. Like 4 or 5. Thank you very much. I love the content.
Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do you want to say hi to the chat?
Oh, yeah. Hi, chat.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Bye, Irv, camera guy. Yeah, Irv is great.